Hey there, second graders. This is Miss Stevens, and this is the Dinorella script for Readers Theatre. Now, the very first thing that I need to tell you is that we were saying a dinosaur's name wrong when we practiced this together. I believe it is Josh that is the evil dinosaur. And right here, I'm going to highlight this. Hopefully you can see it. We were saying Deinonychus. It's actually Deinonychus. Deinonychus. So we'll try to say that right. If we say it wrong, it's not that big of a deal. We'll just do our best. But I will be saying it Deinonychus because that is the correct way to say it. And as we're practicing, I'll try to remind you. Okay, so this is the script. Remember, as you're hearing this, listening to this, to pay attention to your part. If there is a word that you weren't sure of, listen very carefully, and also listen to my expression, how I'm saying the different things, because that's going to make us sound even better when we're presenting it to someone if we're speaking with expression and with emotion. Okay, so this is Dinorella. Dinorella, a prehistoric fairy tale. Dora, Doris, and Dinorella lived down in the dunes in a dinosaur den. Dora and Doris did nothing all day. They dumped debris around the den. They never did the dusting or the dishes. Dinorella was dainty and dependable. Dora and Doris were dreadful to Dinorella. All day they demanded, "Dinorella, dig the garden. Dinorella, fetch us drinks. Dinorella, start the dinner." One day a card was delivered to the den. Dinosaur dance, Duke Dudley's den, at dusk. Hors d'oeuvres, dandelion cola, dancing until dawn. Duke Dudley was the most dashing dinosaur in the dunes. "I would die for a date with the Duke," said Dora, decorating herself with dinosaur jewels. "Definitely," sighed Doris, dolling up for the dance. "A dance! How divine!" said Dinorella diffidently. Doris said, "You can't go to the dance. You're too dowdy. You're too dull, and you don't have decent dinosaur jewels. Of course you can't go to the dance," agreed Dora. Poor Dinorella felt down in the dumps as she watched her stepsisters depart. Suddenly, Dinorella heard a droning noise. "Don't be dismal. You shall go to the dance," cried Fairy Dactyl. Dinorella said, "But I'm so drab, and I don't have decent dinosaur jewels." Fairy Dactyl declared, "I'll soon deal with that. These will outdazzle all other dinosaur jewels." "Darling Fairy Dactyl," exclaimed Dinorella in delight. With her diamonds dangling, she set out for the dance. Dusk had fallen when Dinorella heard a deafening disturbance coming from the direction of Duke Dudley's den. A dastardly deed was taking place. A Deinonychus was dragging off the Duke. "I'm done for. He will devour me," cried the Duke. The Deinonychus laughed. "Indeed, I will. I'll be digesting you by daybreak." Dinorella was not a daring dinosaur, but something drastic had to be done. "I may become dessert, but I'm determined to drive away that dreaded carnivore." Dinorella climbed to the top of the dune. She roared, "You disgusting dummy! Drop that Duke!" Dinorella began to hurl dirt balls at the Deinonychus. The dumbfounded Deinonychus stopped in disbelief. "Who called me a dummy?" he demanded. The moon's light caught Dinorella's dangling diamonds. Dots and dabs of light darted toward the Deinonychus. The Deinonychus cried, "A devil! See its dreadful demon eyes." Dinorella detached a diamond and directed it toward the Deinonychus. The diamond hit the Deinonychus hard in his dentures. "The devil will destroy me with its deadly eyes," bellowed the distraught Deinonychus. He dumped Duke Dudley and departed double quick. The den was dense with dinosaurs dashing about in distress. They called, "A demon! We're doomed!" "Dimwits! Demons don't throw diamonds." "It was a damsel who defended me with her dazzling dinosaur jewel," roared Duke Dudley through the den. "When I discover her, I shall ask her to be my darling." All the dinosaur dames were delirious. They each declared, "The jewel is mine! Mine!" No, definitely mine. I am the damsel you desire, bellowed Dora, giving Doris a dig. I doubt it. Your dinosaur jewels don't match, declared Duke Dudley. Just then, Fairy Dactyl arrived at the dance. She quickly saw the dilemma. She demanded, "Where is Dinorella?" "Dinorella? That dopey domestic," scoffed Dora. Doris laughed. "Dinorella? She is back at the den." But Fairy Dactyl spied Dinorella dodging behind the dune. She directed, "Dinorella, come down." So down came Dinorella, looking distracted. The Duke cried, "She wears but one dazzling jewel. Dinorella, you are adorable. You're definitely quite a dish. I beg you to be my dearest." "Dreamy," said Dinorella as they danced off into the dawn. Dora and Doris said, "Drat." The end.